Oliver Twist and A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. So interestingly enough, this publisher has taken these two books, Oliver Twist and A Tale of Two Cities, and put them into 3 volumes. So it's like, it goes Oliver Twist part, a bit, and then some of Oliver Twist, and then it starts A Tale of Two Cities, and then it finishes A Tale of Two Cities over here. It's kind of an interesting way to do it. I don't know how helpful that is, but on the other hand, I've always been a fan of breaking bigger books into smaller books so that, you don't have an unwieldy large book. So we start here with Oliver Twist. Let's just look at it as an object. It's obviously seen some wear and tear. This was published in the 50s. So it says Oliver Twist, Part 1. Dickens, and then there's a little bit of a treatment here. This is sort of a cloth. It's quarter-bound in this cloth, and then this feels like a paper side. Donna Crawford got this book some time ago. Let's look at the binding a little bit. It's clearly a sewn binding, which explains why the papers are so tight and well bound. There's nothing about to come out or anything like that. The 3 books across them do have some illustrations, but they're few and far between. It's like this first volume doesn't have any, or very, very few. I don't know. And then the 3rd volume, which is just the second part of A Tale of Two Cities, does have a couple of illustrations. Inexplicably. Let's see if I can find some. Or maybe it's the second one. Maybe it's the second one that has them. Donna Crawford, thank you for your service. Somewhere in here there are some illustrations, but as you can see, since I can barely find them, they're few and far between. Here's one. It'd be weird if that were the only illustration in the whole book. There we go. Blood. So just right in the middle of the 2nd volume, Oliver Twist ends and A Tale of Two Cities begins. Now, I've never read Oliver Twist. I read A Tale of Two Cities. In fact, it was my first Dickens, was A Tale of Two Cities. And I loved it. I was just hooked. And I thought, oh, wow. Because I guess I went into it thinking, Charles Dickens. I guess I went in thinking that it was going to be difficult and, maybe it would be worth my while to read it so that I can have read some Dickens. But, that was the extent of it. Let's give it a go and see so I can have read some Dickens. I mean, could it be that there were only 2 illustrations split across 3 volumes and they're both in the 2nd volume? Anyway, then I just loved it. I mean, so witty and so interesting. And so then I was hooked on Dickens, and since then I've read a reasonable amount of Dickens. I haven't read everything he put out. Well, I haven't read Oliver Twist. But even in his serious works, there's a lot of humor. That's what really got me about it, is how much humor there is. And just sort of sparkling wit. Like on every page, there's something that he says in a way that other people hadn't said. So I'm a big fan of my Dickens. Okay. In any case, not much more to say about this. I can't believe it's like two. Anyway, I never read this volume. So I read A Tale of Two Cities, but I didn't read it in this volume or in this set. And as I say, for the 3rd time, I haven't read Oliver Twist. So here they are. This is Oliver Twist, split into 2 parts, and A Tale of Two Cities, split into 2 parts, published in the 50s by, I think it's Arcadia House in New York. There we have it.